The storm had rolled in faster than the weather apps predicted. Rain poured like an avalanche from the sky, and Brooklyn James barely had time to throw her tote bag over her head before sprinting across the dimly lit street. Asterisk, as she passed the bus shelter, something caught her eye. A man slumped on the bench, his arm wrapped protectively around a little girl no older than 6. The child was shivering, her clothes damp, her tiny sneakers soaked through. Brooklyn hesitated. Her gut told her to keep walking. This was New York. You mind your business, but her heart, it wouldn't let her. She turned back. "Hey," she said gently, crouching down. "Are you guys okay?" Asterisk, the man looked up, startled, his eyes red from fatigue but clear grateful. "Just waiting for the rain to pass. It's been a rough day." Asterisk, the little girl sniffled, burying her face in the man's chest. Asterisk, Brooklyn hesitated again. She was single, alone, a young marketing assistant living paycheck to paycheck. But something about them, something raw and desperate, overrode every reason to walk away. Asterisk, I live a few blocks down. You both look frozen. I can offer a hot meal and dry clothes for the kid just one night. Asterisk, the man stared at her, disbelief on his face. You'd do that for a stranger? Asterisk, tonight I'm not looking at you as a stranger. Just a dad doing his best. Asterisk, that night, Brooklyn cooked tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. The girl Emily finally smiled. The man Michael helped wash the dishes after tucking his daughter into Brooklyn's spare room, which was mostly storage and a beat-up futon. Asterisk, Michael never shared much. Just said life had turned upside down after his wife passed, and losing his job 3 weeks ago had left them sleeping in shelters and sometimes, sadly, on benches. Asterisk, Brooklyn didn't pry. Kindness wasn't about interrogation. Asterisk, he left early the next morning, leaving a thank you note scribbled on a paper towel. One night of dignity, thank you. Michael and Emily. 3 weeks later, the office buzzed with nervous energy. Their small marketing firm had been bought out, and a new CEO was coming in for an all-hands meeting. Asterisk, Brooklyn wore her best blazer and tried to act confident. But when the elevator doors opened and the new CEO stepped out, her heart nearly stopped. It was him, clean-shaven. Tailored suit, poised, Michael. He scanned the room, professional and commanding, until his eyes locked with hers. A flicker of surprise, warmth, and then recognition. But he said nothing. He kept it professional. No one else noticed. Asterisk, during the meeting, he never looked her way again. Asterisk, Brooklyn sat at her desk afterward, confused and honestly a little heartbroken. Had she imagined their moment? Their connection? Asterisk, that afternoon, an envelope appeared on her desk. Inside, a handwritten note. Brooklyn, you gave me shelter when I had nothing but my daughter and a bag of clothes. That night changed everything. I never told you I was on my way to meet with investors the next day. You gave me the dignity and strength to walk into that meeting like a man worth trusting again. I want you on my leadership team. Your compassion is exactly the kind of strength I want this company to be built on. Let's build it together. Asterisk, Michael. Asterisk, tears welled in Brooklyn's eyes. Not because of the promotion, not because of the title, but because kindness had come full circle. Asterisk. Epilogue, Brooklyn became the youngest VP in company history. Emily, still shy but joyful, visited often, always asking if Auntie B was coming to the park with them. Asterisk, Brooklyn never forgot that stormy night. The night she almost walked away but didn't. Asterisk, and Michael? He never forgot the woman who saw past his struggle and into his soul. Asterisk, because sometimes the smallest acts of kindness carry the power to rewrite someone's future. Asterisk, and sometimes those we lift up in their lowest moment come back to raise us even higher. Asterisk, the following week brought subtle changes. Brooklyn now found herself invited to strategy meetings she'd previously only taken notes for. Her colleagues started noticing the shift, whispering behind her back with a mix of curiosity and envy. She kept her head down, doing what she always had, working hard, listening closely, and putting her heart into every idea she pitched. Asterisk, still, the weight of what had happened between her and Michael lingered quietly in the space between them. At work, he addressed her the same as anyone else. Professional, measured, but there were moments, brief glances across the boardroom. A slight smile when she made a clever remark, the way he lingered near her desk for a second longer than needed. Subtle, almost imperceptible things. And yet, Brooklyn noticed them all. One evening, long after most had left the office, she stayed behind, finishing a proposal. She didn't expect anyone else to be there, but as she turned off the coffee machine, Michael walked in, his tie loosened and sleeves rolled up. I thought you'd gone home. He said. I thought you had? She replied with a soft laugh. He stepped closer. I owe you more than a job title and a promotion. Brooklyn looked down. You don't owe me anything, Michael. What I did that night wasn't calculated? I didn't expect anything? I know. That's what made it real, he said. Quietly. I was in a place where most people wouldn't have looked twice at me, but you did. She hesitated, voice barely above a whisper. You looked like a man who'd forgotten how to hope. I just wanted to remind you. For a moment. The office was still. The hum of the city echoed faintly outside the windows. Then Michael stepped forward, gently placing a folded piece of paper on her desk. This is an offer for a joint project, something bigger, a foundation. I want to start a program to support single parents looking to re-enter the workforce. Jobs, training, housing, everything I needed back then. And I want you to run it. Brooklyn's eyes widened. You're serious? I'm not just serious, I'm certain.